So Usher performed in Washington D.C. As you all may very well know. Usher just started his tour last week, and he started in the DMV area. Um, so,
Important piece. But first, Usher canceled some shows.
oh yeah, Usher canceled some shows. But I didn't think it was relevant here.
The internet feels it is, and that's part of this context.
Oh, okay. I see why you say that. Okay, so DC, the DMV area was not supposed to be his first stop on his tour. He was supposed to start in Atlanta, where he's from, um, but he canceled. I believe it was 3 shows. He canceled 3 shows and postponed them. I think they're now on the back end of the tour, and he said that he had a neck injury, so he was trying to deal with that. I think this is, as far as I know, this is the first time Usher has ever canceled any shows. And we kind of had been alluding, well, I kind of had been alluding to it on the pod
You were
last
poking
week.
fun at it,
I
yeah.
was poking fun at it, mainly because I just feel like that's something that seems to be happening a lot with artists lately. That it wasn't,
And you've never canceled shows.
and I've never canceled a show, so that's why I can't identify. But um, yeah, so there's all of this talk about, is Usher fit to perform? Um, he went out there. I heard people saying good things about the show they saw. Some clips started to surface. It looked like, he was doing his thing. Now, one thing that I did hear was that his breaks were long, and they seemed particularly long. It was almost like it was longer than a wardrobe change. That's what people are saying. So people are speculating that maybe he's doing these wardrobe changes to also kind of re-up on
Take a
his
break.
energy, take a little break, which is totally understandable if he has an injury. He is someone who is a very physical singer. He doesn't just stand there and
Right.
blow on the mic. He's need to say it
Don't
like
say blow
I
on the
didn't
mic.
mean to say it like that. Anyway.
That was crazy. Flip that up. Somebody, anybody, flip this up.
Anyway, yeah, he doesn't just stand there in front of the mic. He actually moves around the stage. He dances. We saw him skate when he was in Vegas. I don't think he's doing that these days. But yeah. So there's also been talks that the show is very different from the Vegas show. People feel like they got a better show in Vegas than they've gotten in the States so far. And the tour is still young. It just started last week. I don't know. However, so I don't know how many nights he did in that area, but he did a few nights there. So one of the nights, there's video from one of the nights in Washington D.C., Capital One Arena, where Usher appears to be skinnier than people are used to seeing him. Um,
Taller than
People
people
say
are
that
used
he
to.
looks taller. I didn't agree with the height thing, but I do believe that he looks smaller than we've seen him.
And people are saying,
He's been cloned.
the dance moves. Oh, I was going to get to that in a second.
Oh,
But yeah, people are saying his dance moves aren't really, hitting, that they're not as smooth as we're used to seeing them. It looked like he don't really, he don't really got it all the way worked out right now.
I'm so tired of y'all niggas.
You're not with it. You're not with the TikTokification of it all,
I went to
as Gary
TikTok.
Vee would say.
I went to TikTok. I put in fake Usher, all of that. I did that. I searched it.
Yo, time out. Time out. 30-second timeout. 30-second timeout. Hey, ref, I need a 30-second timeout. You typed in fake Usher?
I did because I wanted to see what people were talking about. And I figured if I needed to come on here and discuss this, I needed to see what people were speaking of. So I went
Yo, let me tell you something. Your feed about to be
crazy.
crazy. You typed in fake Usher on your app.
I did.
Oh man.
I did. But I've gotten pretty good at correcting the
You about to
algorithm.
have to press that not interested button about 4 million times.
Yeah. And honestly, if you just watch who you're following more, you'll get less of that. But anyway, I did the research. I did the research because going on TikTok and looking at videos is not
Yo, I
necessarily
almost flipped my
good.
whole table over just now. This nigga said I did the research on fake Usher.
First of all, here's why I'm tired of you niggas. Because he, even, let's say it's an Usher doppelganger. Let's say it is a different person. Usher was not cloned. Y'all gotta stop saying that every time y'all see somebody that looks like somebody else. He was not cloned. He was not cloned. Of all the things you could
But they
think of,
cloned Tyrone.
and that is precisely why they should know it's not real.
Oh my god.
Y'all
You don't think
really
they
on
got
the
the you don't
internet
think they
saying
got the
Usher got cloned? Do y'all hear what you're saying?
so you don't think they got the age processing right on the cloning process just yet? You think if they clone JD, they gotta have a little baby me? You don't think they could get 37-year-old JD in just 6 months? You don't think they could do that?
I want to make something very clear right now.
Hold on,
Usher
let me get
was
my tinfoil hat. Hold on, I'm looking somewhere. All right, okay, I'm sorry.
Usher was not cloned. You could think that it wasn't Usher on stage and it would still not be a clone of Usher. I just want to make that part clear because that's some dumbass
Oh
shit.
man.
Okay? He was not cloned. Even if what you're saying is true, like, even if it really was a different person on stage, it is not his clone. Maybe it's someone who looks like him. Maybe stunt double would be a better thing to say than to say that the man was cloned. He was not cloned. So let's get that out the way. Cause that's why I'm tired of y'all. Like, what are you? People are nuts. And then they go and they fix their fingers on the internet to be like, oh my gosh, y'all, Usher was cloned.
So you don't think they can provide a fully cloned,
Who
age
was it?
appropriate
I'm not.
looking clone of someone in a short time period? I just the tinfoil hat community wants to know.
Who was it? There was a time when there was a time recently where they thought somebody else was
It
cloned
was
too,
Jamie Foxx.
and that was inaccurate too.
You said that was accurate. What'd you say?
All right. So
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
here's the thing. Here's the thing. I understand why people felt Usher did not look like himself.
You know we got to title this "Fake Usher."
That's fine. I understand. Usher did look different, but let me throw a couple things out there for you. Unless you want to say whether you think it was Usher or
No,
not.
no, please, please. I don't listen. You are cooking a feast. I don't want to. Just I'm having fun over here. I don't want to
Let me
stop you.
let
Please
me
keep going.
let me run a few things by y'all.
Oh man.
Usher is on tour. which means that Usher's practices probably have multiplied. Usher's probably dancing far more than he was before. I mean, when he was in Vegas, sure, I'm sure it was the same situation. There was a little lull in between. Usher is fresh off of the Super Bowl. Usher is fresh off of a European tour. Or Paris, sorry. He was in Vegas for however long. Could it be that Usher did lose some weight? Cause when you're stressed and you're tired
Man,
and
I should be a pencil man.
you're moving your body more than you were, could it be that you lost some weight?
Could be.
Could it be? And I don't know about y'all, but when I lose weight in my face. Just
That's usually what happens. People
right,
lose weight in the face. Yeah, it happens.
right. So maybe Usher looked a little smaller than you're used to seeing him. That would totally make sense if he's been practicing for weeks for a tour, wouldn't it? Also, Usher said he had a neck injury.
That's what he said.
And then y'all thought that the neck injury just like magically disappeared once he got on stage, right? Is that the consensus?
You know, they hit you with a cortisol shot and
Because
good drink.
because to criticize the dance moves of a person who said a week ago they could not perform due to a neck injury, you think his neck injury is just magically healed?
Yeah, you didn't know neck injuries only take about 6 days to heal. You didn't know that?
I had no idea. I had no idea because even when I sleep wrong and my neck hurts, it takes time to
They
heal
were
to
like,
feel
"What'd you
better.
say? No, I can't fully turn."
Right? You ever
Can
yeah,
you
you
come
ever
stand
like
over here? Can you
I
come
can't go
stand over
back.
here? No, I slept on. I don't know. I'm jacked up. Can you just come over here? I can't turn it all the way. That's all I got. Can you just?
And some of y'all was just using your Zoom. You weren't actually close up.
Oh
That
wow.
could also distort the image. I don't believe it's a doppelganger. I do believe that it was Usher. I think that Usher probably looks a little on the thinner side. Maybe what people need to be asking is he okay? And I get it, you paid your money, you want him to dance, you want him to sing, you want him to look the way you expect him to look. Totally understandable. When I pay my money, I want what I paid for. But come on, guys. Show me proof and I will believe you. But I'm sorry, I do not believe that. I don't think that was proof enough. He had glasses on. I don't believe that that was
No,
proof
there's
enough.
footage. Even the videos you showed me, there's footage of him without the glasses on.
Yeah, and it was him, wasn't it? All right, go ahead. I'm gonna shut up. Let me shut up.
No, I'm just having a blast. Please continue.
No, I'm done.
Oh,
That was it.
okay.
I listen. I gave my points. My bullet points are there. So please share with the class. What do you think?
It's not a clone. I mean, let's start there. It's not a clone. Now it is a lanky looking Usher. I will say. We'll say it's looking tall and lanky in that footage.
Is Usher not tall?
And
Can you look
I
up
don't
how tall
know.
Usher is, please?
Can't
I mean,
believe
please
this.
keep talking, but just
You know, it's not enough that we had to look up fake Usher. Now we got to look up Usher's height.
research, okay?
This is getting crazy. Usher height 5'8", Google says.
How tall you think the person in the how tall you think that person
Hold up.
I don't
Hold on
crack
one
up.
second. Usher's only 5'8".
Chris Brown is taller than Usher?
Chris Brown is 6'1", according to. You know what's so funny? I don't know if it'll show on the screen, but just look whose height is right underneath. Can you see it?
No. Oh, Chris Brown.
Chris
And then
Brown.
who's next to Chris Brown?
I mean, a person we won't speak about.
Oh.
the,
Ugh, why?
the Diddler.
It's never not gonna be funny.
Um, sure it's 5'8". Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm like 5'7", so I'd be thinking like, hold on, Usher 5'8". So no, Usher's not tall.
You don't believe that there's an angle. People are using their phones. You don't think it has anything to do with the angle?
You asked was Usher tall.
No, I'm
I'm
no,
I'm
no, no.
letting you know. I'm answering that
You did.
according to Google, Usher is not tall.
You did, but in addition to you looking it up, I'm asking you, do you think it has anything to do with the angle?
I think yes, angles matter. I think having a baggy black shirt matters. I think those things change the aesthetics. Yes, but that motherfucker looked tall and lanky. Just be honest here. Let's keep it a buck.
And
I'm
they,
not saying it wasn't Usher, but that motherfucker looked tall and lanky. Can we just be honest here?
I mean, yes, but I'm also
It look,
5'4" at best. So
I bet my neck anymore is gonna break. Come on, let's be honest. It looked like Slim Thug was up there.
all
I'm
right.
making jokes, but that was a slim guy up there with some long ass arms. Like that was a lanky brother, is what I'm saying.
They they
But just asking, can we agree on that?
yeah, but I also think that it could be like when your body composition
But something you did
changes.
not say
Mhm.
was the me.
The way he said yeah, I know was a question.
Me.
They also said when he did Peace Up, they said he did it different. I said, really? Y'all.
I'm just saying that footage you sent me, I can't speak for all of the tour, I wasn't there. But the footage you sent me and asked me to look at for research purposes, um, it didn't sound very Usher like. Listen, jokes aside, maybe Usher just needs a second. Maybe he got back on the road too soon. Maybe he does have a doppelganger. I don't know. I don't.
I refuse to believe it.
Maybe he went and found a guy that looked a lot like Usher. You know what I mean? He got a big staff. Maybe he went and was like, hey, listen, look at me real good. Let me take my shades off. Look at me real good. You know what I'm saying? Look, you see, all right? You see me? I go find somebody who look like me. I only need 5 days. Just gotta do 5 dates. I got the rest. But the doctor said the cortisol shot is not enough. So just I need 5 dates. You know what I'm saying? Get the choreographer to link up with him. I just need five. I need five. The first 5 shows, I gotta miss those.
On it.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe. I'm not saying yes. I'm just saying possibly.
I hear you.
Because that did not sound like Usher. And especially after listening to Usher and Victoria Monet, that ain't sound like the same guy.
But if that guy is struggling, and somebody said this too, a video that I saw, I didn't send you all of the ones that I watched, but a video that
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I saw, this one person was like, "Yeah, I don't think Usher just need to sit down for a little bit. Like maybe he really is tired.
That's what I'm
Maybe
saying. Maybe he's just, having a hard time.
this. I
I think
think
that I think that's also possible. Like maybe Usher has been busting his ass and working his ass off and just he having a little bit of a rough time. I think he's still human. He's
yeah.
not a machine. And I think this is also possible. So yes, I think it's possible. There's a lookalike. I think it's possible Usher's just having a rough time. And I think it's possible that they got the aging process right.
Ladies and gentlemen,